The latest Omicron subvariant, BA.5, now accounts for more than half of all new cases in the U.S., according to new estimates from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. BA.5 and related subvariant, BA.4, can evade protection from vaccines and prior infections. Yahoo Finance's senior reporter, Anjalee Khemlani, has the latest. Anjalee.
That's right, Brad. And to your point, that's actually really important to point out is that they do not protect against prior infections. So anyone who does get infected can continue to get infected. And that is really the problem here. So we're looking at BA.5 right now, really concerning. Yes, it is less deadly, and that's really good news. But there is still concern among virologists out there, especially when you look at those who are studying this infectious disease, like Dr. Eric Topol, who has been a guest on the show. He is the founder and director of Scripps and Research Translational Institute, and he recently wrote about how much of a concern this is, noting that it is the worst version of the virus that we've seen so far. And that is really putting a point on it because it really sets us up for the conversation about fall. And that is where we've, of course, seen that debate over which variant booster is necessary to protect us in the coming months. We also know that there is a small threat from another subvariant, BA.275, which is currently gaining foot in India. And that's the next concern that Dr. Topol is looking at, because all of these put together really fall into that category of the concern that experts had in the beginning, which is this virus will continue to mutate. It will continue to adapt and evolve to a point where we still need to keep a focus on it. And unlike previous variants, where once you got infected, you had some protection over time, Omicron is proving that that is not the case. And so that is where a lot of concern is right now. Now, what this means for, the ongoing conversations about ventilation and making sure that air circulation is good and masking and continuing to do those things, really, especially for the office conversations.
Right.
This is where this all plays a part.
Absolutely.
Anjalee, I never thought I'd be asking you about giant snails, but here I am asking you about giant snails because they are actually sweeping across the internet.
That is correct. Brian, I didn't think I was going to have to talk to you about them, but yes, currently giant African snail infestation in Newport Richey, Florida, which is in Pasco County. They've been under quarantine as a result in this area since June 25th. They have, the Florida Department of Agriculture says that they are really an agricultural threat, but they also pose a health risk because they can carry, basically they can infect you with meningitis. And so that's a concern there. So that's why it's really a high alert for individuals in that area. These huge snails basically can grow up to 8 inches. They multiply really fast, 1,200 eggs in a year, according to the Department of Agriculture. So really a lot of concern there. They are illegal, though, and so the question is, where did they come from? Probably the illegal pet trade, as we know, experts have said. And this is not the first time, unfortunately, that Florida is battling. This is actually the third, but the second in a decade. The last time it took them 10 years to eradicate them. And the Department of Agriculture is saying that it's likely to take at least 3 years, if not more, to eradicate this current infestation.
Wow, that is something. All right, Anjalee Khemlani, thanks so much.